What is going on, guys? I'm back with another video, another episode of the Wrestling Portal. I'm William, your host for tonight and for every other night. We're gonna go through what happened with Crown Jewel, and I'm gonna give you my review. So, with all ado, let's go with the first match. Brock Lesnar versus Kane. You know, a big fight feel like that, you're expecting something great. Well, we didn't get that. We got like a 2-minute match. I didn't like it. I did not enjoy the match because they started out with actually all through the match was UFC style fight, and it just don't. It just didn't feel right with me when they was UFC and then in the wrestling. Don't get me wrong. I love MMA. I watch it for some time, from time to time. You know, it's not really my thing to watch. So let me correct that. I like MMA, but I love wrestling. And I was expecting two guys that one has NCAA Division One heavyweight champion, Brock Lesnar. Then the other guy, has NCAA all around wrestler, Kane. So I don't get why they did not do any wrestling moves. They just did kick and punch and Brock gets him in the Kimura lock and that was it. Now there was a guy that never tapped out in UFC, but yet WWE had him tap out. I don't get it. However, I don't remember. He might have, but I don't remember Brock ever tapping out. Very rarely, maybe, but I don't remember him ever tapping out either. So, I give that match thumbs down. On to the next match. Alright. We got the OC. We got the tag team match. For the greatest tag team, and whatever. It's about damn time that they are showing OC the respect that they deserve. Because I feel like for a long time that OC is probably the best damn tag team out there. One of the best. I say one of the best because I really like the Young Guns. Or the Young Bucks. Now, there's a few things that they could probably done better in the match. Like the Viking Raiders, I feel like they will deserve to go on last because of they're the tag team champions. But I feel like they could have had more of a match with the Viking Raiders since they're the tag team champions. But they didn't. And I think that's what hurt the match a little bit. The match was good, you know, but there were certain spots like the B team. You know, I like both guys on the B team. I don't know why they don't use them very much. Probably because they can't get over the crowd. And the New Day, I'm kind of glad the New Day didn't win it because I like the New Day. But damn, it's time to share that spotlight. And I'm glad they are giving the OC the chance. Now, here's the thing. Are they going to capitalize on that? I don't know. I guess we have to see. Next fight, we got Manzo and Cesaro. That was probably the best match on the card. When Cesaro had him up on the ropes and he was gonna do the move, and Manzo flipped over Cesaro and turned it into a powerbomb off the top rope. I lost my mind. That was spectacular. That match, like I said, was the best match on that card. Yeah, I don't have much to say bad about it. All I gotta say is if WWE don't use that guy, then they are they are losing a great opportunity with him because he could be something. I could see him as a mid card right now. That's it for right now. Main event? No, I don't feel it yet. But mid card? Yeah, buddy. 2 thumbs up. We got Tyson Fury and Braun Strowman. I enjoyed that match. That match was fun. I remember watching that match and I'm thinking, man, this is like a WrestleMania caliber. Almost a WrestleMania caliber. Because I said almost because Tyson Fury had the entrance of a WrestleMania caliber. However, the match I felt could have been better, even though it's Tyson Fury's first match. I still give him props because he tried. It might have been a little sloppy, but he tried. Unlike Kane Velasquez, I don't know why they didn't have them two wrestle. I really don't. You know they both have a background of wrestling of NCAA. I don't get it. Anywho, back to Braun Strowman and Tyson Fury. I was so wrong about that match. I thought Braun Strowman couldn't live up to the star power that they need, but he did. And he did it with a purpose. I think that this rivalry is probably not over yet because when when Tyson Fury knocked Braun Strowman out, man, I I never seen him go down that fast ever. And then Braun Strowman gets up, gives him a power slam. Now here's the thing. Some people is a little upset about how that ended. They said they was like some people thinks that they should have played it out better when Braun Strowman got knocked out and Tyson got the power slam. Some people think they could have played that out better. Me personally, you got Monster Among Men. You got an undefeated boxer. No, they shouldn't stay down for long. Monster Among Men, yeah, he got knocked out, but he's a monster. Which means he's not going to stay down for long. He's going to get right back up, and he's going to be pissed. Then you got undefeated boxer that never been knocked out. Now, he's not going to stay down for a power slam either, because they're both tough as nails. And that's what I think that some people forgets about. I personally think that they played that match out almost perfectly. So I give it 2 thumbs up. AJ Styles and Carello. I don't know. I could never pronounce his name. That match was okay. Only reason why is because they say they are trying to build Carello up. But how, when he's losing matches, are you building him up? Yes, granted, he won the dark match to fight AJ. But on the other hand, I personally don't think he's ready to be AJ either myself. I think they need to calm it down a little bit with this guy, because this guy got a lot of potential. They need to calm it down a little bit. Give him some matches that they know that the fans will believe that he can win. That when he builds up enough, then have him go fight AJ and take the belt. However, what they doing is they having AJ Styles try to build this guy up. That could work. That could work because AJ has that star power. Now, they need to be careful of how many matches he loses to AJ though. Because if he loses all the matches to AJ and they fail to put a 5-star match on, that could be bad. But props to that guy, to Carello, because they did put a good match on. I just think that he's not quite ready for AJ yet. He will get there eventually. But not yet. Even though it was an okay match, I still gotta give them my props. Because I say it's an okay match because I feel like he's not ready. But they did give a good showing. So, 2 thumbs up. Alright, we got Natalya and Lacey Evans. I ain't gonna lie, I choked up on this match a little bit at the end here. Because they made history. First ever women match of Saudi Arabia. First ever. And that means a lot because Saudi Arabia, you know, they don't really allow the women to do a lot of things. And having this match there proved that women can do things if they let them. And that was that match was, I think the nerves got to them, which I don't blame them, because if I was there wrestling a very first women's match, which I'm not a woman, but if I was a woman, I'd be nervous as hell too. I'd be like, damn, okay, well, let's do this. I mean, but I'm very proud of what they did, because that is going to show a lot, and it's going to give a lot, and it says volumes. Props to them. They deserve it. 2 thumbs up. Hogan, Team Flair. You know, I do some researching on wrestling, and I watch some wrestling videos. And Ric Flair tweeted that he was healthy, and he got the okay to take bumps or travel or whatever. I was thinking, since I read that I was thinking that he might have would have taken some bumps. But then I thought, you know what, they might not chance that because Flair's health is still probably a little rocky. Even though he got cleared to do it, to travel and to do all this stuff, I wouldn't chance it. Plus, Hogan and Flair, you know, they're getting up there in the age, and maybe they still got it, maybe not. Who knows? But it was smart to have the young cats take the lead in the match and show what they can do in the ring. That was good. Even though I know who was gonna win, because I know how Hogan is. So that's what rumors say, anyways. I felt that Ric Flair had a better team, and I feel that Flair team should have won because Flair never beaten Hogan. That speaks volume. Because when Shawn Michaels was still active, he fought Hogan at SummerSlam. Hogan won. And Hogan wasn't even an active wrestler. I personally felt it should have went the other way around. And I feel, I love Hogan. But I also feel that Ric Flair should have won that match. Because we don't know how much years these two got left. Hopefully a long time. And since Flair didn't beat Hogan ever, I think Flair should have won. Flair's team should have won. Even though it was a good match, I think egos played a part in this match. 2 thumbs down. Last but not least, The Fiend versus Seth Rollins for the belt. That match was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I do think that they kind of made The Fiend a little too indestructible, because he did take like 8 or 9 stomps on the ramp or stage, and then he fell through this box thing and sparks and all that, and fire came shooting out, and then he gets right back up and gives Seth Rollins Mandible Claw and Sister Abigail. I'm glad they dropped the belt to The Fiend, because I personally think that Seth Rollins is losing the steam that he needed to keep going, and that is not good for a champion. Now, another thing, like, who's gonna beat The Fiend? I mean, they already made him too indestructible. What are they gonna do? Bring the Undertaker back and have him take the belt? Come on, man. Or was John Cena gonna come and do his "you can't see me" and then take the belt off The Fiend? I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, I don't see anybody taking the belt off The Fiend because they made him too indestructible. It's good to make somebody indestructible, but making them too indestructible, that could be very bad, because it makes it feel unbelievable. Sure, I mean, Undertaker gimmick was unbelievable, because, he was playing as the dead guy, coming back from the dead, I guess. But Undertaker made it believable. He made the fans believe. The Fiend does the exact same thing. He makes the fans believe in a scary way, just like the Undertaker did. I think what's going to happen here, You guys remember when Kane won the belt? And then the next night, Kane lost it back to Stone Cold. Oh, I think the Fiend is going to hold the belt for a little while. And then somebody going to come in the picture and take the belt. Somehow. I don't know how. Maybe it's going to be Seth Rollins. Maybe not. I hope not. Because Seth Rollins doesn't have that steam anymore. And it's the way it goes. Now, I thought that the Fiend was going to Raw. But from what I watched a little bit of SmackDown, Brock Lesnar quit SmackDown and going to Raw. I don't know what's going on with that because I thought Fox wanted Brock on SmackDown. But maybe, just maybe, they did a switcheroo like they always do. They're gonna put Brock Lesnar on Raw with the WWE belt, which it should be in the first place. Then they're gonna take the Fiend and put him on SmackDown. I don't know how that's gonna work, to be honest. But I feel that the WWE belt should stay on Raw, and Universal should be on SmackDown. Or I feel that they should just say hell with it and bring back the heavyweight belt for WCW. I don't know, but that's my view. Also, I give Seth Rollins in the Fiend match 2 thumbs up. I would probably rate the pay-per-view a 7 out of 10. Because I feel like they could have changed some things around to make it a little better. But it is what it is. My name's William. It was a pleasure. Leave a comment down on the comments. Like it if you like it. Subscribe. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you have any requests, leave it down in the comments. Because I read the comments regularly. And I will do your request on the next video. Have a good night.